Guys, what's going on? It's Holtron here with another commentary video, and today I'm playing some World at War. Quite a rare sight. A lot of people don't actually play this game, but you know, it's quite fun to hop on every now and again. This gameplay itself is actually pretty good. I believe I get a 10 to 1 KD. I won't tell you the score, but that kind of suggests that the gameplay is relatively good. It is on Dome, which is kind of the equivalent to Shipment on Call of Duty 4 and Rust on Modern Warfare 2. But I'm using the PPSH with round drum, Magnum, and Bandit, and Pad Dead Silence. But a lot of that stuff is relevant. I just wanted to make this commentary to talk about several different issues, and the first one being about gameplay. Now, majority of the gameplay I upload to my channel, I do get pretty good scores. And there's a whole notion that if the gameplay isn't great, then the video isn't great. But I've always wanted to know whether you sort of are more interested in the commentary and what I have to say rather than the gameplay that I actually present. So maybe if I uploaded a game where I didn't do so well and maybe went average, which is probably like a 2 to 3 KD, for example, and if I uploaded that, would you mind, or would that sort of give you an insight on how I normally play? So first of all, yeah, just answer that one quickly if you can. Does the gameplay actually matter to you? But, I mean, obviously the game, in some respects, does matter, because you wouldn't want me uploading some sort of, I don't know, RuneScape gameplay or something, because you guys aren't subscribed for that, and plus I don't play that, so I wouldn't even know where to start. But yeah, so just I want to know your opinions on if the gameplay is actually important to you, and if it is, then what type of gameplay scores do you like, and then also what kind of games do you, I don't know, want me to play. So also yeah, just sort of request the games as well. I mean, if you enjoy sort of the Call of Duty genre, then you know, comment below, and I'll see if I can upload a lot of variety of games, because obviously there's 7 initial Call of Duty games which I have access to, but then you also have the the PS2 ones, which were like Call of Duty Red Eye, I think or Big Red Eye, something like that. Big Red 1, not quite sure. I think Red Eye's a flight actually. So yeah, and also, is it just first-person shooters in general, or do you prefer sports games like NBA? I have quite a large variety of games, ranging from first-person shooters, car games, horror games, Resident Evil, Dead Rising, Left 4 Dead, etc. All different games like that. So you know, if there's any sort of sports game you want me to have a go at, make a commentary on, I pretty much will make a fool of myself on most of those games, apart from NBA, which are actually quite good. If anyone wants to challenge me, then feel free, hit me up on the PSN, we'll have a quick game. But be warned, I will upload it if I win, which I probably won't, because I know there's a lot of good players out there. And I've also been, I just yesterday and the day before, I had at least 4 or 5 messages asking me what type of headset I use and which ones I recommend. So I thought I'd just do that briefly. I started off using, well, initially when I actually got the PS3, I actually used my iPod headphones and put them inside of the TV, just because I didn't want to wake my mum up when I was playing late, because I got it the day before we were going on holiday, and the flight was like 3 in the morning, so I stayed up and just played. I mean, that was shit, to be honest. That wasn't great. But I think after that I moved on to some Sennheisers, like HD 202 or something like that, and I mean, they were a step up. They still didn't have a microphone on it, so they're pretty much just for gameplay, and they're pretty much a good standard headset for, I think, about rather headphones for about £15. So you can pick this up really cheaply now. I think they're probably under £10, and that's pretty much a good place to start if you're just starting off gaming, or you know, haven't got the money to afford for a proper headset. And after that I moved on to the Plantronics. I can't remember what they were called. There were some big red ones, and they had the massive ear cups on them, but they were quite comfy. I mean, they did the job perfectly fine. A few of my friends actually got it at the same time as me, and they had no problems with theirs. And that again was a pretty good headset. And after that I was actually fortunate enough to receive, or rather borrow, a headset from someone, the Numinator in fact. He actually got Astray 40s before me, and he didn't need the Turtle Beaches anymore, so he said I can borrow them for a bit, and he actually got a refund, or returned one of them, because one of the headphones was broken, or the left one, I think, the ear cup. So I got a brand new set of Turtle Beaches, and I always told him I was going to buy Astros, but it was just until Christmas, or when I got enough money, and I did actually get the Astros for Christmas. So that's currently what you're listening to me now on. And I see a lot of people that use Astros and haven't really got the knowledge of how to use them, and I'm talking in terms of making commentaries. And there's one bit of advice I can give you. Whenever you use the mix amp, you're going to get a bit of what's the word? I can't remember what the word I'm looking for. It's noise cancelling. That's it. And what it does is, when you sort of, when your voice sort of lowers below the pickup point of the Astro 40 mix amp, it cuts your voice out, so the commentary itself will be really, I don't know, jerky, whereas this one, there's no noise cancelling on it, so it's pretty much smooth. And by doing that, you actually get an extra set. For those people that are fortunate to actually own the Astros, I've got the A40s, just because they're more gaming. I thought the A30s are sort of more portable, but they're still just as good, and I believe the A30s actually have more bass, so in that respect they're kind of better. But these ones, the thing is to do, well, you just take forget about the mix amp when you're making a commentary. The mix amp's only important if you want surround sound, and obviously if you're playing, you can't actually use the Astro 40 on your PS3 unless you have the TV headphone jack or whatever. But obviously the mix amp makes the Astro what it is. It's pretty much perfect. But back to the commentary aspect of it, you get another cable and it has a pink and green end on it, output, and you plug that into your computer, and obviously the green is for headphones and pink is for microphone, and that actually reduces the noise cancelling, so the commentary actually sounds really smooth. So I think that's one tip which I can give you guys, because a lot of you guys probably have to put up with the annoying noise cancelling effect, and to me, I figured it out pretty much straight away, but only because Noobinator had it, and I think that's pretty much everything to do with the Astro 40, apart from the fact that they're a brilliant headset, and the sound quality itself is pretty good. But I wanna, if my channel takes off again, I really want to invest in a Blue Snowball mic, just because that is solely for recording, and I think the quality on that will be a lot better than what you're listening to now. So hopefully for you, that'll be good, because again, this channel is your channel as well as mine. So whatever I do, I want to make sure you guys are happy with, and you get the best quality out of the videos. I render them at 15 megabytes per second, so the quality is pretty good. And as you can tell, I think the commentary quality as well, I think is hopefully is good enough for you guys. So I think that's pretty much about headsets. I mean, if you want to start off low, go with the Plantronics, and if you have a bit of money to spend, I think the Astros are going for like 185 now, so they're a lot less pounds, so they're a lot of money now. But they're definitely worth it if you're sort of more serious into gaming than others, and you sort of are pretty good. So that pretty much leads me on to Modern Warfare 3. My expectations for it so far, it looks just like Modern Warfare 2. I think a lot of people have claimed to say it's Modern Warfare 2.5, and I have to totally agree with that. I haven't really been keeping a close eye on that game, just because I don't want to get, like, for example, with Modern Warfare 2, I sort of told everyone to not hype the game, and I was one of the only people to not hype it, and I honestly didn't want to get myself wound up in case the game was shit, which in my opinion it was. Same with Black Ops, same with World at War. The only good Call of Duty game I've played so far is 4 and 2, and I mean both of those are Infinity Ward, oddly enough. But hopefully now that Activision, well, I mean Activision's always been producing the game. Now that Treyarch aren't producing it, and it's like, it's weird. It's Infinity Ward, but it's half of the team, and it's someone I can't quite remember what it was. I know I did a commentary about it before talking about it. My expectations for that so far, they aren't great. I mean, I'm going to sort of not pay much attention to it until the game comes out. Hopefully going to go to the midnight release with a couple of friends. I won't be 18 at that point, but some of them will come along. But I heard them say they're going to buy FIFA 12 instead with my money, so I'll be quite pissed off if they do that. Hopefully they won't, fingers crossed, otherwise I have to go with someone else. But the one I'm looking most forward to, oddly enough, is Battlefield 3. I mean, I've been playing the beta constantly for the last couple of days, in fact, and I'm loving it. I'm confident they're going to fix the frame rate issues, and there's just several other stuff which if you haven't really watched my other if you haven't watched my other video, then go watch that, and I pretty much talk about all the flaws of that game and the benefits, and the good aspects of it. And sniping is definitely improved. I'm looking forward to Modern Warfare 3. Don't get me wrong, I will make videos on it, but it's just one of those games which, I don't know, can be really frustrating. Hopefully it won't be the same as Modern Warfare 2. I have to wait and see, but I would honestly be happy if they just released Call of Duty 4 with new maps, new guns, better graphics, and honestly that would be perfect. I would love to play that game, but obviously they're not going to do that. Hopefully sort of in one day they'll remaster that game. But I want to thank you guys for watching. This has been Holtron Senef, and I'll speak to you soon. Peace.